Many countries in Europe are witnessing an unprecedented challenge in the form of immigration. While some of them are battling with refugees and asylum seekers, others have taken bold steps to cut out on migration. One of such countries is UK.
This year, there have been more people coming to the UK in small boats than ever before. The UK government has said this week that it is working more closely with France to try and stop people making the crossing.
UK is facing many issues right now, and immigration is top among them. The continuous inflow of migrants had a wide-ranging impact on the UK's population, productivity, and economic growth. For this reason, UK's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak came up with the manifesto to reduce the number of people coming to UK.
We will get flights off the ground, we will deter illegal migrants from coming here, and we will finally stop the boats.
Not only this, the British Parliament also voted on a controversial bill to send asylum seekers to Rwanda.
In April, the UK government announced a new immigration policy.
Those who travel to the UK by illegal and dangerous routes, including by small boats across the Channel, may be relocated to Rwanda.
Let's take a look into how the immigrant crisis has destroyed the economic system of UK. After turning the pages of history, it seems that Britain had episodes of migration. These episodes were insignificant until World War II. After World War II, Britain saw an upward shift in migration patterns for employment and business purposes. Interestingly, the pace and scale of migration in Britain were unusual. To sum it up, UK was a country of net migration in the 1990s. Net migration is the difference between the number of people who enter a territory and the number who leave. This net migration helps understand the economic growth and development patterns of a country. Due to this net migration, UK has experienced broad levels of migration compared to high-income countries. In 2023, net migration in UK was a record 685,000 due to the increase of non-EU migrants coming to UK. Adding to that, there were 365,300 refugees in the mid-2023 in UK. Many of these came from Ukraine and Afghanistan. Most of these asylum seekers are not allowed to work and live in their desired places. Instead, they are given daily cash by the government to pay for food, sanitation, and clothing.
Now, the government is going to pay the rent for 16,000 homes for migrants, leaving thousands of local families facing years on housing waiting.
Nearly 60,000 asylum seekers will be housed in the properties as the government looks to cut its reliance on migrant hotels, which is costing taxpayer £8 million.
So indirectly, these illegal immigrants contribute nothing to UK's economy but rather rely on government cash grants. This potentially adds negative elements to society and causes the nation's economy to suffer. To counter this growing challenge, UK government proposed Brexit to split away from the European Union.
The EU has issued an ultimatum over Brexit, telling the UK it must withdraw its plans for a law to override key parts of the Brexit divorce deal, or trade talks could collapse.
So the 2016 Brexit vote witnessed a sharp fall in net EU migrants to UK. However, non-EU migrants still posed certain challenges. According to many experts, non-EU migrants come for family reasons or to have a safe haven, while on the other hand, EU migrants came to do work and contribute to the economy. Let's take a look at the positive factors the immigrants have had on UK economy over the decades. One of the main factors is the increase in the labor force. The immigrants who come to UK are usually of working age. They come to study or work. So this increase in labor force enhances the potential output capacity of the economy. The other key factor of net migration is the increase in aggregate demand. As the number of migrants increases, the total spending within the economy also shows an upward shift. Not only this, but an increase in the supply of labor also increases the demand for labor. So this adds exponentially to the increased spending within the economy and better economic growth. Another important factor of net migration is that it creates a more flexible labor market. That means migrants will be especially attracted to move to UK if they find job vacancies in their particular area. For example, during the mid-2000s, there was a large inflow of workers from Poland to meet the demand for semi-skilled jobs in UK. Moving further, the aging population of the UK has alarmed many on the social and political front. This aging population increases the risk of dependency ratio among the masses. That is where immigrants help to reduce the dependency ratio. Because migrants are more likely working-age people, they reduce the ratio of retired to working people. In a 2019 Migration Observatory report, 70% of foreign-born were aged 26 to 64, compared to 48% of UK-born. This ratio of young people increases the government budget by paying taxes and steers it to development. Adding to that, the most important reason for net migration is higher education. According to the Higher Education Statistics Agency, almost 556,000 200,000 international students were studying in UK in 2018 to 19. These students contributed almost £25.9 billion to the UK economy. Not only this, but these payments help to finance domestic students and scholarships. Besides these positive indicators of net migration, there are certain challenges. One of these challenges is the increased competition in the labor force. An increase in population can put pressure on services, housing, and infrastructure to provide for more people. On the other hand, many frictional elements occur between the host population and the immigrants, because the host population may think that they have missed job opportunities due to the competition in the workplace. Keeping this in view, ever since Rishi Sunak came into government, his top priority has been to address migration concerns among the general public.
What that comment illustrates is a couple of things. One, that illegal migration is a global challenge, which is why you're seeing multiple countries talk about doing third country partnerships, looking at novel ways to solve this problem.
He has discussed time and again reducing the number of migrants coming into UK, but still, the numbers are huge. According to UK government, the cost of living and the shortage of homes to accommodate net migrants are the biggest challenges. Prominent British politician Jeremy Hunt has hinted at the two key areas to counter the effects of the growing number of immigrants in UK. Firstly, he calls on the government to invest in infrastructure so that housing issues and skyrocketing rent prices are kept in check.
Now, a new study has found 35% of people living in the UK face daily concerns about becoming homeless.
Yes, many people face being unable to afford their mortgage or rent as a result of the ongoing cost of living crisis.
Moreover, Hunt also made bold claims that without net migration, UK's economy would shrink and not grow. Adding to that, immigration helps the population to expand and allows people to fill vacant labor market vacancies. So regardless of UK's government efforts to reduce immigration, it has locked the economy into a low productivity trap. Not only this, the successive Tory governments since 2010 have vowed to reduce immigration. But interestingly, the British economy has become addicted to it. No matter what happens in the upcoming elections, there is a rising political consensus over immigration. In an interesting development, the UK Parliament proposed a bill to send asylum seekers to Rwanda. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak stated that the purpose behind this was to stop illegal immigrants from crossing borders through the English Channel. Moreover, he also stressed breaking the business model of criminal gangs who exploit UK government in some ways. However, this controversial bill attracted global attention. United Nations and human rights activists condemned this bill. Not only this, the Supreme Court of UK termed this bill as unlawful and against human rights, so Sunak had to face embarrassment because the British government had financed millions of pounds in Rwanda for housing schemes for immigrants. In a nutshell, the immigrant issue has put the UK's two parties at a crossroads with each other as they are set to face the public in a general election this year. Moreover, this also puts the Labour Party and the Conservative Party in a hot political debate to win the next elections. But above all, a positive immigration policy and balanced setup should be established to manage net migrants. This could help people coming from other countries to find jobs and also enjoy living standards. So, it is quite obvious why UK is taking a hard line against immigrants. But in the long run, the statistics explain how net migrants have contributed to the development of UK and its fiscal strength. That's why this crisis has backfired in Britain's favor and is already showing symptoms of an economic downturn. What are your thoughts about it? Do you think the immigration crisis is destroying UK's future? Let us know in the comments section. For more such videos and hot topics, stay tuned to our next video and don't forget to subscribe.